Today I'm going on a trip in Brookhaven to visit this cabin that was totally abandoned. To do this, I called several friends. There's this friend of mine who's already ready, and there are also more players coming here. They're going to get in the car. Now the businessman is coming here too, and also got in the car. Guys, this will be the best trip ever. I hope everything goes well. I'm checking if everyone is here. My friend is here, the judge is here, and the businessman is sleeping. So we're ready to travel. Now I'm going to drive this. My friend said, it's really far. Actually, it's not that far. It's pretty close to here, but all of this is in the abandoned city. For those who don't know, there's a city that was completely abandoned, which in this case is the city we're passing through. Everything is abandoned. I don't really know the reason why they abandoned the city, but now I'm finally getting to the cabin. And guys, there's a lot of fog here, but I'm arriving, and it looks like the soldier is waiting for us. Look, everyone stay in the car, because I'm going to talk to the soldier. I want to see what he's doing here now. Finally, he came to talk to me. He said, this place is dangerous. I need you to sign this. Okay, I can sign this document without any problem. Now he handed it to me, so I'm signing, and now I gave it back to him. He said, if anyone disappears, you'll be responsible. Look, it's not very nice of you to say something like that, especially because they all heard it. Everyone here in the car heard it. Even the judge got up. I don't think he's very happy with this news, but I'm going to make sure no one disappears, just to show you that what you said doesn't make any sense. Now he agreed, and apparently he's going to leave. Guys, the soldier finally left. This soldier is one of the weirdest people ever, because he tried to scare us, but we're not scared of that, especially because we're brave people. And thinking about it, there's nothing to be afraid of. I'm bringing this car inside, but guys, it's better to leave this car outside, especially because there's a lot of dirt here. I'm going to need everyone's help to remove all this trash. So look, I need 2 players to clean this whole place, and 2 players are going to clean the houses, so we can finally come inside. So these 2 came to the front. I handed this broom to him, and also to the judge. And now the 2 of them are cleaning all the trash in the house. And now my friend has to come here to help me turn on the light. It looks like he agreed, so he's coming here with this item. And guys, he has to turn on the lights in the cabins. For some reason, everything here is completely off, and there's also water leaking. Guys, I'm cleaning everything here to really help my friends clean this place. Perfect. Some time has passed, and we cleaned this whole place, so you 2 can rest. And guys, it looks like they both got the message, so he's coming here to the cabin to rest. And the other player went to the other cabin and is also resting, but it looks like my friend is having trouble fixing this place. Look, it really looks pretty hard, but I'm sure you can do it because it's not as hard as it seems. And guys, it looks like he fixed it. All the lights turned on. You managed to fix this place. Look, that's really good. We don't need flashlights anymore. I can drop this because everything worked out. He said, let's go fishing. It'll be fun. Yes, we can do that if we had fishing rods, which is something that unfortunately I don't have, but my friend grabbed this item. Look, congrats. You brought this item for the trip, which is going to be really good. We'll be able to fish without much trouble. Guys, we're arriving here right at this beach to basically fish. Really, this is going to be pretty fun. And over there he's also fishing. But guys, it's starting to get dark. I hope we catch a fish before it gets dark, because otherwise that'll be awful. But guys, some time has passed. It's totally nighttime, and we still haven't caught any fish. Look, I think it's time to give up, because we didn't catch any fish, and it looks like even he agreed. Look, let's go back home, because that's the best thing we can do, since soon it'll be totally dark. It looks like now he closed the gate. Look, what you did is good. It's good to stop people from coming here, but now I'm coming here to sleep. My friend came into this room and is now going to sleep here. So guys, I'm going to sleep too. And it looks like the 2 of us are going to sleep in the same room. So he got up here. Looks like he wasn't sleeping. He said, I heard some stories that this place is haunted. Look, that can't be true. This is just an abandoned cabin. There's nothing strange happening here. Those stories you heard are lies. But it looks like he's going to leave. He went out to do something. But guys, it's really late. I can't see anything. But it looks like now he's going to the bathroom. Guys, I'm going to hold a flashlight so he knows where he should go, because it's really hard to see things when it's completely nighttime. Guys, he came back here, but for some reason he got really scared. Guys, I don't know what happened, but he's really scared. Look, I was just waiting here to help you know where to go when you came out of the bathroom. He said, I'm not talking about you. There's someone back there. Wait, that can't be true. Guys, I don't see anyone back here. Literally, there's no one, but actually, I see some animal here. Guys, I don't know what it's doing, but look, that was way weirder than I imagined. It's better to go back home to avoid problems. Look, he finally came back. Guys, I'm going to turn off the light. Maybe this way we're safe from that giant animal outside that was just watching us. He said, what was that? Look, I don't know, but it was probably a deer, especially because we're in the forest. But look, I have this camera, and if it shows up again, I can film it. But guys, I'm seeing it here, and it looks like it got inside. Oh my god. Look, we have to hide here so it doesn't see us. The other 2 players are here, and they're really lucky because their door is locked, so they're sleeping peacefully. Meanwhile, we are in this cabin that doesn't have a lock. The door isn't locked. Look, I have to check my bags to see if there's something in here that can defend me. And look, I found this weapon. Maybe this will help me. And now it looks like even he agreed. But guys, it's time for me to get out of here and make the deer leave this house. Guys, I just got out of the house, but but I don't see it anywhere. And even this friend of mine got here. He said, where is it? Look, I don't know either, but I'm trying to find out where it is. It's just not up front anymore. It literally disappeared, but I think it's time to go back to sleep, especially because I couldn't find that deer. But guys, it looks like my friend isn't here, so I'm running over because I'm scared. But actually, he's not here. Guys, this is really weird. Out of nowhere, this player disappeared. Maybe he's just in that other cabin, so I'm coming here to check if that's true. Guys, I got here, but he's not here. Even my friend woke up, and he's not very happy that I woke him up. He said, why did you wake me up in the middle of the night? Look, I woke you up because of an emergency. This player also got up. I don't think they're very happy, but the judge disappeared out of nowhere from the cabins, and now it looks like even he's scared. They don't believe what's happening, but unfortunately, it's true. This player disappeared out of nowhere. Guys, the worst part is that it was my duty to protect this player. I couldn't even do that. So the players are searching around the area to see if this player is here, but it's going to be really hard for them to find him. Maybe my friend just decided to leave. That's also a possibility. Guys, I'm leaving here. This friend of mine just came back. He said, I didn't find him. Maybe he just went back home. Look, I would agree with you, but I saw a monster last night that looked a lot like a deer, and maybe that deer took our friend. Now the businessman came back. He said, I doubt that's true, but it is true. Guys, none of these players want to believe me. Guys, now some time has passed, and we're basically making food. But now I'm coming back to my house, because I'm going to put my stuff here. I finally took off my backpack, because it was really heavy, and now I'm getting to the camp to rest a bit after everything that happened. But there's a problem. The soldier is coming here, and maybe he can help us find that player, and figure out where he is. After all, he's the soldier who's taking care of this place. So he finally got here. But look, I came here to talk to him, and someone disappeared from here. I don't know if he went back home or if he really disappeared. Even the soldier stepped back, and it looks like he disagreed. He said, he disappeared, and it's your fault. If you don't find him, you'll be the one to blame. Look, but I didn't do anything. I really tried to find him, and I didn't do anything to make him disappear. But guys, he didn't even care about that, and apparently he got back in his car, and is finally leaving. He's leaving the camp, and isn't even trying to help us. I thought maybe he would try to help, but he just left. There's something really wrong happening in this camp, but I still can't say exactly what it is. But now I came back too. We're just relaxing. My friend has this marshmallow. Look, I want that too. Guys, he gave it to me. Look, thank you so much. That's going to be really good. And let's hope that player just went back home. Some time has passed. It's nighttime. It's basically getting dark again. Look, I think it's time to sleep, especially because it's really late. He got up, probably to tell a scary story, but I don't want to hear that. Actually, I just came back here. But guys, maybe it's better if I sleep in the same room as them, because that room has more people, and it's also more protected, so it's definitely going to be much better. So guys, I'm arriving right here. I finally got to their room, and guys, now it's official. I will sleep here, especially because I don't want to disappear too. We have to take care of ourselves so we don't disappear, or else that would be awful. He said, you're going to watch the cameras tonight. Okay, look, I didn't know there were cameras in this place. It looks like there really are cameras here. Guys, with these cameras, I'm going to be able to prove to the players that I didn't make the judge disappear. Now I grab this tablet to check the cameras. First, we have this camera, then we have this other camera where you can see we're right here. We also have the camera from this other room, and also this really different camera that's inside the trees. I can watch everything that's happening around here. There's also this other really hidden camera. And lastly, this camera is really good. But guys, I'm seeing someone near the bathroom. Literally, that deer is here. I have to turn off the lights now, and also lock this house, especially because he's right outside. Guys, he got up to look at him. Just don't turn on the lights, or he's going to see us. But you can see he's right here. This player opened the door to see him. Look, you shouldn't have done that. Now it looks like he got really scared and ran back to our room. He didn't even lock the door. Perfect. I locked it. Look, now hide. He laid down right here. I'm also coming here to hide. I'm going to pretend I'm sleeping so the deer doesn't attack me. But guys, he still hasn't arrived, and actually, he disappeared from this spot. Okay, maybe we're safe. I'm going to open the curtains because I want to see this better, and I want to record it with my camera. Perfect. I opened the curtains, but he's right in front of me. Guys, this is really weird. I don't know how I'm going to escape from him, and it looks like now he disappeared from here. Guys, I'm going to close the curtains. Perfect. I closed them, and I'm never opening these curtains again. Actually, I'm just going to sleep. It's better for me to sleep so I don't see everything that's happening here. But my friend woke up, and he even turned on the light. It looks like he left just to go to the bathroom. I don't know how he has the courage to do something like that. Guys, I'm going out too, especially because he's my friend. I can't let him stay out there alone with everything that's happening here, and it looks like now even he's confused. But the deer is here again, and now he's really scared. Look, let's find out where he is, so we can stop the disappearances. I gave him this item. He has to help me figure out where that deer is. Guys, I forgot the gate open, and maybe that attracted the deer. The light from that house is flickering. Look, I think the deer is right there, but I don't have the courage to go back to that house. He's staring at me. I also think he doesn't have the courage. Look, let's get out of here. He got in my car too, and we're going to stay hidden here, because it's the safest place. We have to stay protected from that deer that's attacking everyone. He's hiding, but I don't know if this player is okay. I really have no idea. Okay, I got my car, and now I'm getting ready to leave. So I came here to pick up the player. Guys, I'm honking. He just has to get in the car, and we're going to leave. Really, this is very simple, but for some reason, he's not coming here. Guys, this can't be true. Maybe he disappeared too. So I'm coming here to check that, and he's not in this room, but one more person disappeared. Now it's finally getting bright, and look, we're going to have to leave and ask the police in the other city for help, because they're the only ones who might be able to help us. So I'm leaving now. It looks like the soldier is coming too, but he stopped in front of our car. I don't know why he did that, but he's pointing this item. Look, I raised my hands to avoid problems. He grabbed this notebook to check how many players are here, but there are only 2 players, because the other 2 disappeared. He said, "You'll be arrested because you're the one responsible." That's not true. A deer attacked us, and they all ended up disappearing. Look, just follow me, and I'll prove that this is true. And he finally agreed to do that. So I'm coming back to the trailer, and he's going to have to follow me so I can prove that I'm actually innocent. Guys, I'm back in this place, and this time the soldier came with me, but everyone who was here ended up disappearing. And this friend of mine who's arriving here, he saw all of this happen, and he knows I'm innocent. Guys, a lot of time passed. It's almost night. I spent the whole time telling him what happened, and he was writing all of it in a notebook. But now it's completely dark. For safety, I closed the gate to avoid problems, because I don't know who might show up now. Even the soldier left to find out where that deer is. I have this camera to figure out where the deer really is, because this camera has night vision. But for now, I haven't seen anything unusual. Actually, the deer showed up here. Literally, it came back. The soldier noticed that. He's shooting right in front of us. The deer ended up leaving. Look, we have to go after it. We can't let it escape, but it's really fast, and it managed to get away from us. He finally got here, because that item he's holding must be really heavy. But the deer got close to this house, and there's a possibility it might be inside. So we're coming here to check that. But guys, I'm hearing a weird noise. I don't really know what kind of noise it is, but it sounds like someone is inside. Look, the noise seems to be coming from the roof. So we have to go around the back, and right here you can climb to the roof. Look, I want you to go there, especially because he has a better weapon than I do. He's climbing up there. He just has to climb right to that spot, but he still hasn't come back. Guys, I'm going to climb up there too, but these 2 players are here. I don't know what they're doing, but guys, he got closer. He said a deer was chasing us, so we hid. Look, what you did is really good. You saved this player, but the deer is looking through the window. We still can't leave. Look, turn off the lights. I pressed this button. We're completely without lights now to really keep him from seeing us. Now we have to stay here waiting for the deer to leave. Now it's finally getting bright, so it looks like he left the window. This friend of mine is coming here to pick us up. I don't know how he survived without us, but now we have to run over and get out of here. Look, you have to leave right now. Guys, now we're finally leaving. The only person who doesn't seem very happy is this soldier. I don't know why, but all of this feels like a trap that was set up for us here in Roblox. These 2 players are really scared because they saw the deer up close. But guys, I have to come back here one day and investigate all of this, because the soldier is hiding something. And guys, if you want to add me on Roblox, just click the join button, and then I'll add you on Roblox.